Everybody, all right, so today we're going to take a look at this water pump that we got from our mystery bag here, and we're going to see what it's all about. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Okay, and so what we are going to be checking out is this Trailblazer water pump filter system. Now, fresh water is something that's extremely important in a survival situation. And so we're going to see if this pump system here is any good. We're going to go through the components list, tell you what you get. We do have a manual here, and it does have a carry bag. So that's nice too. Alright, so we do have a carry bag. And now then, let's see here. Item structure. Alright, so I'm just going to break down everything we got here. Alright, now fresh water is extremely important. You know, you need it. You need it to survive. But the nice thing is this does say it meets U.S. EPA water drinking standards. So, alright, so the components, you have a cap, you have a handle, you have a handle, then we have the handle nut, you got the seal rings here, so it's a internal thing there. And you know what? And I just saw this. You don't have a survival item unless it's got a compass on it, right? So you have a compass, which I think is a little bit ridiculous. Survival compass. All right, this is the water outlet. So it comes in. This is the inlet, and this is the outlet. Here we have a medical hollow fiber. So I believe this has to come out, though I'm not sure how, because you've got an 80 millimeter silica gel hose, you've got 2-piece floaters, so this stuff you need to float it in the water. There should be there's an 80 and there's a 40, so you have one for coming in, one for going out. You have a clip for the hose. And then we have the filter system here. Now inside here we do have a coconut shell activated carbon rod. And we have the PP cotton pre-filter in here. And we do have we have 3 extra cotton pre-filters here. So I'm just saying this stuff has to unscrew. It has to. And it does say it's food grade filter body, non-slip mat. How that comes off, I have no idea. I don't want to break it just yet. We're going to see if it works. Alright, so we have our hoses. Get our hoses out here. There's the 40 millimeter. Here's our 80 millimeter. Alright, and so basically what you're going to do is the 80 millimeter hooks to your filter. Now what you do is, okay, alright, with this 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so 1, that's closed. 2, you open it up, and 3, you can pump it. So it's a manual pump system. And inside here, this side here, it does say there's an activated carbon filter in there, and a medical, I think it's supposed to be medical, but the spelling is not off, hollow fiber UF membrane filter. So a lot of filters in here. A lot of filters. It has a lot of these non-slip pads on it. So, all right. For a long time no use, the handle will be stuck. Phenomenon. Please turn handle sometimes like pick 1, 2 to make it easy for pump. Then pull and push a few times. Water will flow out. Please note, normally after each first use, there's air flow out of the water. After a few ounces, air will disappear. Okay, so this one, the longer one, that's your floater hose. And we do have 2 floaters that you put on. So this way, if you have to put your filter into a body of water, you can let it float on the top and not just sink to the bottom. Because you're going to get better water, not necessarily like healthier, but you're going to get better water with it, you know, in the, like, off the surface and not on the ground. All right, and then you hook up your filter, your pre-filter really. So this is your pre-filter, like that. So this will drop and this will float it on top of the water. All right, we're gonna shorten this distance just a hair because I do have something to experiment with. All right, so that's how you set that up. And then you fix this on the shorter hose. Ah, okay, I see why. So you put this clip around the shorter hose, right? It's pretty, and you know what? This is a pretty clever thing here, right? And now then you can take your clip and you put the clip on the cap, because the cap doubles as a collection cup. All right, now then the longer hose goes onto the bottom. Again, this is our intake hose. Alright, so the intake hose goes in there. Make sure it's seated properly. Alright. That's extra pieces. Next, we attach the shorter hose to our outlet. Like so. Alright. So we have water coming in. We have water going out. Alright, so now then, put pre-filter into the water, pull handle and it'll flow. An important note, do not use soap, detergent, or other corrosive materials to clean the bottle or filter or in order to ensure the long life of the filter. Do not filter liquids containing carbonic acid, flavors, sugars, and others. The filter is designed specifically for filtering water. Do not use in salt water. After each use, empty out the water from the filter, keep it clean and dry before stock. When the flow rate decreases, remove and clean the filter like in picture 3. So this right here is pretty tight. Okay, there we go. There we go. Now it's moving. All right, so this does unscrew. Oh shoot! No, those are just pieces of the. Okay. So there's the filter in there. Let you unscrew this, and you clean that out. So that's the whole system right there. And these are all pretty. They've got a lot of good O-rings on here and stuff. Like I said, I had a feeling this had to screw in there somehow. Unscrew it because the picture had it like completely off. All right, we're gonna do this. There we go. So it's all hooked up. Just the pieces of our floater. All right, so now then, all right, so I'm gonna bring you back here in just a minute. We have everything set up so we can see if it takes dirty water and makes it clean. I'll be right back. All right, so as you can see here, we do have some dirty water that I got from a puddle. All right, and so basically what we're gonna do is we are going to see if this does clean the water. Now I'm trying to keep this so that it goes below the dirt on the top, but doesn't touch the dirt on the bottom. Doesn't really sink that well though. But as you can see, we are in dirty water. There we go. Now we'll see if this, oh, there we go. Now, I'm just going to say, that water looks pretty dang clear right there. Go ahead and we're going to put this in here. Alright, then we're going to move the camera after I get this finished. I'm not gonna stop recording, we're just going to move the camera so you can see that I'm not doctoring anything here. Alright, move the camera back up here. Now then, as you can see, the dirt's in there, the dirt's on here. The dirt is not in here, that's pretty clear. It does have a little bit of a tint, I'm not going to lie, it does have a little bit of a color, which is to be expected whenever you're filtering water. But yep, there you go. Pretty clear there. I mean, there's no particulates in it. Now, this was tap water, or puddle water, right? This was puddle water. So, I'm not going to drink it, obviously, because who knows what's in that puddle. Before I would even consider drinking this, I would still boil it or put some Aquatab filters in it, just to be on the safe side. Because, again, this is what the water began looking like. It looks like not something I'd want to drink, right? And then, as you can see, here we have our murky, horrible water. Once it gets that suction going, so as your water source begins to dry up, you get more air and less water. That's to be expected. But as you can see, it does filter all the crap out of it. Again, just be on the safe side. I would still highly recommend boiling the water before you decide to consume it. Just because, yeah, this may filter out most of what you got. And it does say it is U.S. Environmental Protection Agency approved. But at the same point in time, it's better safe than sorry. You know, if you're in a survival situation, you don't want to be drinking some water that's got some type of microorganism in it. This might not get the microorganism out. I personally would not trust this to get the microorganism out. However, I would definitely use this as a pre-filter to boiling it. That way it's clean. And then when you boil it, it becomes safe. Two-step process. Now, if you don't have the ability to boil, then, I mean, and you're in a dehydration-like state, then I guess risk drinking it. But the problem is, if you do get some protozoa in your stomach, you're going to be crapping out, you're just gonna be like, you're gonna be, you know, you're gonna be dehydrating yourself because it's gonna mess up your internal stomach. That's the last thing you want in a survival situation, because now you're dehydrating yourself. But I really like this little water filter, and this is actually the second one I got, and I wanted to get more anyway because, you know, who knows how long these things will actually, you know, work. Now, if it cleans the water and you can boil it, then you're good, because at least you're getting all of this crap out of the water. So then and then you just make it safe to drink. But anyway, that's it. That is the Trailblazer pump water filter system. Hope you liked the video. If it's your first time on the channel, please consider subscribing. If you're already subscribed, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me out. It only takes a second of your time. It pushes this video out to more people. Leave me a comment, because even that helps this video go out to more people. And then, you know, we can continue getting more good videos coming out there. Hopefully you like this video. Hey, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Again, I think this is a pretty good filter.